Hi guys, sorry to interrupt your video. Just a quick plea, subscribe to my channel please. If you haven't done it already, subscribe. Tell your friends, subscribe. Thanks. So what's going on here? Looks a bit busy. When are you allowed to wait on the yellow grid markings? Okay, so you can wait in a yellow box junction when your exit is clear. The only time you would actually stop though is when you're turning right, because you can't physically turn right because there's oncoming traffic. If we were turning left, for instance, if my exit was clear, then I could get there, couldn't I? And if my exit was clear like it is here, then I could get across to that. So therefore, why would I stop in the middle of the road? The only time I could get out but can't get there is when you're turning right. So the rule is you are not allowed to stop in the box unless your exit is clear. And 9 times out of 10 that'll be for turning right. So when you're allowed to wait in the yellow grid markings, when you're going straight on, no. When you are turning left, no. When you're turning right, true. Never. No, not that one. Okay. So the yellow grid box mark. What? Let me start that again. The yellow grid markings are a box junction. They're used where stationary traffic is likely to block the junction. You must not enter a box junction unless your exit is clear. You can enter the box and wait when you want to turn right, but oncoming traffic is preventing you from turning. The right turn exit must be clear. Absolutely right. If we had traffic queuing back here, for instance, you would have to wait here. You are not, well, here actually, you are not allowed to stop in there if your exit is blocked. Next question. Why did the lorry driver start turning so late? Right, well, we haven't seen him move, so let's watch him move. So there's the lorry. Now remember, lorry drivers take funny routes because they've got to get the back of their vehicle around the corner. So he's swinging wide. Now he's turning. I don't know what this cyclist is doing. He's got a death wish. Never cycle up the inside of a lorry. And then round we go. Okay. So he turned wide because he has to get the back of his lorry round. So, because the lorry needs the room to turn. Yeah, that's fine. Because the driver was late checking their right mirror. No. Because the driver was making room for the cyclist. Well, possibly, maybe, but I mean, if he didn't. Oh, he's got. Hang on, let me explain this. The longer your vehicle, the wider you have to be before you turn, because we drive by our rear wheels. That's just driving. All vehicles drive by your rear wheels. Because lorry 7. That's that one, isn't it? It's that one. So large vehicles need more room than small vehicles to turn at a junction. Their position may seem wrong to you, but they often need more space to swing out to the right when turning left, and to the left when they're turning right. Junctions allow more room for large vehicles. And never do what that cyclist did. Never go up the inside of a lorry. You'd be mad. When may you wait in the area marked with a cycle? Here. Or here. Right. The rule is everybody must stop at the first line, but if you cannot stop by the first line but you can stop by the second line, then you are allowed to stop in there, but you're not allowed to just naturally drive up and stop in there. So when may you wait in the area marked with a bicycle? When you've checked your mirrors, no. When there are no cycles, no. When you've turned your hazard warning lights on, no. When the traffic lights change to amber after you've passed the first line, yeah, because amber means stop. So at some traffic lights there are advanced stop lines where cyclists can position themselves ahead of other traffic. When the lights change to amber or red, you should stop at the first white line. Stay out of the marked area, as this is for cyclists only. However, if you've crossed the first white line when the signal changed to red, you must stop at the second white line, even if you're in the marked area. Allow cyclists plenty of time and space to move off when the lights change to green. I've never really understood these advanced lines, you know. I mean, we spend all our times as a bot or as a car queuing behind a cyclist who probably couldn't be bothered to use a cycle lane, and we finally get around him, and then they go and move the slowest moving vehicle to the front of the queue. Surely you should put them on the back of the queue, let the fastest things at the front so they can all carry on with their journey, and then the cyclist can move off when he wants. But don't put the slowest thing at the front, because we've all got to overtake them twice. That surely means that a cyclist is in more danger. But that's just me. It doesn't make sense to me, but never mind. Right. Why has the bus driver positioned on the left? Oh, well, we better go and find him first of all. Where is he? So, car coming round, 3 motorbikes, car coming from distance, we've got a zebra crossing, couple of pedestrians, cyclist approaching. Right, here's a bus. He's on the left, he's indicating right. Again, same principle. A long vehicle often will go to the left to turn right because he has to allow room for the back of his vehicle to get around the corner. So, why is the bus driver positioned to the left? Right, in case the pedestrian wants to get... No, the bus needs extra room to get around the roundabout. That makes sense. The sign on the roundabout is direction traffic to keep left. No. To get a better view of the roundabout. No. It's the bus. So a long vehicle at a roundabout may need to use the left-hand lane even if it's signalling to go right. This is because it needs extra room to travel around the roundabout. For the same reason, it may also straddle lanes. Watch out for a long vehicle signal and allow plenty of room at a roundabout. If I was following that bus and he puts a right indicator on and starts to come over, I stay behind the bus. Let the bus use both lanes, alright? Because otherwise you're going to get squashed. I'm also going to put up another video about blind spots and how to deal with lorries and how big their blind spots are and things like this. So have a look out for that. Right, why does the cyclist take the longer route around the roundabout? Well, there was a cyclist coming along here, wasn't there? Let's have a look. Motorbikes. Here's a cyclist. Right, so let's see what he does, because I didn't see what he did first time. I think he went right, I went up here. What's he done? So he's staying on the left-hand side of the roundabout. He's plonked his arm out again. He's trying to go around the outside. So he's not on the inside, he's on the outside of the roundabout. And away we go. Okay. Cyclists, horse riders, slow moving vehicles, that sort of stuff, they've been told that it is safer, rather than try and get across to here and then go round a roundabout and then try and get back across traffic where people not necessarily see you, it is often safer just to scoot across here like they'd come from here, because they're not actually going to the middle of the roundabout and then trying to get back out again. So you must be aware that other road users have been told that it is acceptable to stay on the outside of a roundabout to turn right. Therefore, often you will find theory test questions that say to you, where should you expect the horse rider or cyclist or whatever to go, and you should expect in any direction, because they've been told that they can use any lane that they want. Alright. Yes. So, let's have a look. Cyclist is riding into almost straight. No. It's easier to give arm signals when you're on the left. No. Cyclists may keep to the left for safety. Yes, they may. To avoid being dazzled. Great one. Roundabouts can be a dangerous place for cyclists. To stay safe, they may keep to the outside of a roundabout. They may cycle in the left lane even if they intend to turn right. Watch out for cyclists' arm signals as they tell you the direction they intend to take. Always give cyclists plenty of room. It's the same as the bus. He was in the left-hand lane indicating right. The cyclist is in the left-hand lane indicating right. So, you know, why would they indicate right if they didn't want to go right? Question 26. What do the yellow lines along the edge of the road mean? Well, we covered this earlier, didn't we? Waiting and parking. Road markings. There you go. Doubles. So, waiting restrictions. Indicated by yellow lines applied to the carriageway, pavement and verge. You may stop to load or unload unless there are also loading restrictions, or while passengers board or alight. Double yellow lines mean no waiting at any time unless there are signs that specifically indicate seasonal restrictions. You do get that down by the by the seaside, not the sun side, the seaside. Sometimes that say in peak holiday periods that you're not allowed to park along there, but in the winter time you can. The times at which the restrictions apply for other road markings are shown on nearby plates or entry signs to control parking zones. If no days are shown on the signs, the restrictions are enforced every day, including Sundays and bank holidays. White bay markings and upright signs indicate where parking is allowed. Fine. So you're not allowed to park on these things, although you are allowed to stop and let somebody get in and out of the car and then drive on again. Alright. So what do the yellow lines along the edge of the road mean? They are No waiting makes sense. They are rumble strips. No, they're not. They mark the edge of the road. No, they don't. Pedestrians should cross where they are yellow. Nah, rubbish. There's no waiting. So a double yellow line at the edge of the road means no waiting at any time. This means that you can't wait or park. However, you may stop on double yellow lines to drop off or pick up people. You may also stop to load or unload, providing there are no loading restrictions. Pretty much what I told you, innit? See? See? Don't lie. Why is it dangerous to overtake near a junction? Oh, hello. We're back on this video again. We saw this earlier, didn't we? Right, well, overtaking at a junction means that your vision will be obscured. You're going to have cars pulling out in front of you. They may not see you. The car overtaking you might not see that there's a car at the junction. Basically, you've got cars going across, and a car is going to block the view of the second car. So, for instance, if you are in the side road watching me come along, and I'm going to put a motorbike here, as a motorbike comes past, you only see me when I get here, but back here you can't see me because my car is blocking your view, see? So it's a bad idea if you were then just to pull out at that point. So let's have a look. Didn't we have 3 motorbikes overtake us and then a red car pulled out in front? We definitely saw this video earlier, didn't we? 1 motorbike. Or was it 2 motorbikes? Anyway, there's the red car. Let's have a look. And then the car pulls out in front and everybody poos their panties. Right, so yes, it's because those motorbikes were obscured by my car. Red car didn't see it. He then looks to the left. He looks to the right and thinks that I'm a long way away. He then looks to the left to make sure there's nothing coming. Doesn't realise that there's a motorbike overtaking. Then starts to come out and go, oh my god. So, that's the problem. So the road surface may be slippery. No, the driver waiting to emerge might not see you. Oh yes, that's true, because it says why is it dangerous to overtake, so it's from, they're assuming I'm the motorbike in that question. You'll be in the blind spot of the driver waiting to emerge. No, I wouldn't. Your signal would be hard to see. Nah, the driver won't see me because I'll be hidden by a car. It can be difficult for a driver emerging from a junction to see other road users. A vehicle that's overtaking might be hidden from emerging driver's view, especially if the vehicle being overtaken is large, such as a lorry or coach. Quite right. When you overtake, choose your time and place carefully. You just don't overtake at junctions. Next! Oh, look at that. 27 out of 27. Result! I hope that helps. If I mentioned any videos that you need to go and watch or documents to read, you need to watch them. So off you pop. Go and do it now. Grab a cup of tea though. Alright. Cheers.